Welcome, week one assignment. So this is our Excel spreadsheet. I just downloaded it from the website under the link it. Now, before we even get started, you should have downloaded the analysis tool pack. If you haven't done that, watch the video on how to do that. That's in week one, lecture 3. It shows you how. And also the directions. This is what we're going to be working on today. I'm just going to give you a brief overview. So here's our data tab. So on this tab, we don't do anything. We don't touch the data. All we're going to do is copy it out. So I want to copy my salary, midpoint, age, and I believe that's all I want to do right now. So I'm going to copy this down, highlight, select it. I'm going to do a Control C. I'm going to come to week one. I'm going to paste it over in T and do a Control V. It's there. I also need my gender. So that's here. So gender 1. So I'm just going to highlight that piece of data. Right, bring it down. Control C to copy it. Click here, and I'm going to dump that right here. And there's my gender. Now what I want to do is sort on my gender. So I'm going to highlight all this. So I put it all in the right order, make it a little easier later before we get started. So I come up here. I come up to my data tab. I'm going to use this sort command. And notice I can add a level. So I want W. Oh, I can select this off. I have headers, so I'm going to select that. And I want gender, or W. Now, if you watch this, they're all going to stay in order. They all move with it. So all my females are here, and it's all sorted for me. So that's the first step, is getting our data over here. So what's this next step? Descriptive analysis. So what we're going to do is I'm going to place my cursor here, and I'm going to bring up my C19, it should be, right? Yep, that's where I am. Click up here. I'm going to want my descriptive statistics. I'm going to click OK. So where is my data input range? So what do I want to take? Well, I want my salary range, right? So all I'm going to do, my flashers first is cursing up here, flashing. So I'm going to click on my salary, including my height. I'm going to highlight this right down to the end. Now, I have labels in my first row, so I want to check that. I want my output range, so I want to select that. And we wanted that in right here, 19. And I believe that's about all we wanted to do. So I am not going to hit, and then you hit OK, and your data will show up. That's all there is to the first step. Then you're going to come down into the second step. I'll cancel that, I'm sorry. And you want your mean. Well, how do you calculate your mean of your males and females? Well, you're going to do the same thing. For the males, you could put it in here. Here's your female range. Calculate your average, your midpoint, your sample standard deviation, and your range. So you're just going to calculate that for the males, select that, put it in there for males and females. Your max and min, third quarters. And again, you're going to find the directions in that lecture. So you're just going to do that. Here's the commands we're using for the for this. You're going to use these in your function command. To use your function command, come to formulas. If you know your function, put it in. If you don't, hit this button and let's search for it. I'm going to actually come down before I do that. Let's highlight this, and we want this function, right? So I'm going to highlight that, copy it. I'm going to hit my FX button, and hit FX, paste that in, look for it. There's my function. Notice up here, where's my array? If you don't know what the array is, take a look. The array is a range of data with numerical values divided at relative standard. Well, we know what we want. Now, notice the array and X are in bold. That means they're mandatory. So if you don't know what X is, what is that? The value for which you want to know the rank. So you're going to put that in there. Fill that in for it also. Again, look at the directions. That's how we use our function command. Get in the habit of using that FX button. Just click on the FX, type in what you want. We want the normal distribution, so you can type that in. And if you spell it right, norm and the S is for sample. I'm going to search for it. There it is. I hit OK. It shows me I need both of these items. So you can put that in. This is what the Z is. It tells you right here. Here is your cumulative. So you're going to kind of go through that. And that's it. Then you're just going to draw your own conclusions. So that's kind of what we're doing this week. That's kind of a shortcut. Follow along with the steps by step in week number 1, lecture number 3. That'll kind of get you through everything. Have a great day. Remember, smile.